This final query is going to create a automated button that when we click on it will check to see if the first name, surname and date of birth have been filled in. If all three have, then it will run a append query and add the new student into the students table. If any of these three are missing, it will pop up an error message. Alternatively, once all it has been added on, a message saying the new student has been added will be included. To do this, we need to create a macro. Now, the macro, all we're first going to do is we're first going to get it to basically pop up an error message if any of the three are not there. So from our actions, we've got all the different things we can get to do. We want to run a message box. So we're going to add in a little message, such as form not completed. Obviously, add one in that's more appropriate. Now we need to turn on conditions. Conditions mean what we want to check for. So we want to check to see if these three are what's called null. So if it is null. I've got the form open so it makes our life a little bit easier. So I'm going to use build, forms, loaded forms, and I'm going to get the first name. And what I can do is type in is null. Is null basically means is it empty. So if the first name is empty or the surname is empty or date of birth is empty, then we're going to get this message to pop up. I'm going to save this macro as add student, and I'm going to link it up onto here so I can just test to see if that first section is working. So to link it up, miscellaneous, run macro, choose the macro, get some text, save it and build it. So now if I go 3 aren't completed, so if I just randomly throw in some values, no, because all 3 are in there, it's working. I'll delete that now. It's going to pop it up. Now because I've linked up the macro here, I only have to go and re-edit this one, and every other change I make will still work. Now, the next bit is going to be quite similar to what I've just had here. So I'm actually just going to copy what I've got, because I want it to do the opposite. Except this time, if it is not null, instead of ors, we're going to replace them with ands. So if it is not null, note when I click on the expression little button that sometimes puts in the extra options, but we need to make sure also it's saying if first name is not null and the surname is not null and the date of birth is not null, so that basically means all 3 have been entered, then I want to go and do something. Now, to start with, I'm just going to put a little message box basically saying all of them are valid. So now I've got a little message box that will pop up saying all are valid if all have been entered. I'm just going to save it. Now just test it. See, we know it's working. Now, in order to get it to actually run something, so if I want it to continue from the condition above, I put in an ellipses, so 3 dots, and then I choose what I want to do. This time I want to open a query, which is my add new student query, which will then run that query. Now, in order just to delete the information that's on it, the easiest way to do that is to close, and I want to close the form, which is the add new student form, and then also just reopen it. And in order, I want to continue those bits of information, and that will run it. At this point I might also want to have another message box which tells me student has been added. I'm going to save that query. I'm going to add a new student. called delete me. I'm going to click on my button saying all are valid. Comes up a message, because I haven't turned these off, it just says it wants to append it. Because I'm only wanting to add one student, it's saying I want to append one row, and it's telling me they've been added. It's closed the form and reopened it. Now when I look in the students table, I've got delete me, which is there, and I'm just going to remove them because I don't want them in the database. That concludes the whole section for how to create a new student form.